Well, there's some techniques, let's say, is like if you're speaking in front of a group, you are not delivering a talk to a group. That's not what you're doing. The talk isn't a packaged thing that you present to a group. There isn't a group. There's a bunch of individuals, and you talk to them. So when I talk to a group, I always talk to people one at a time. And that makes it easier too, because you know how to talk to a person. It's like, can you talk to 1,000 people? Well, probably not, because it's too intimidating. But there isn't 1,000 people there. There's 1,000 individuals. And so you just look at an individual and you say something, and you can tell if they're engaged. They look confused, or they look interested, or they look angry, or they look bored, or maybe they're asleep, in which case you look at someone else. And they give you feedback about how you're doing. And so one thing is to have something to say, yeah, but the next thing is pay attention to who you're talking to.
That is so critical. I was one that I couldn't speak in front of groups of people. I took an extra English class in undergrad to avoid taking a speech class because I was that deathly scared to speak in front of people. And I encounter these people all the time that are leaders and they want to speak in front of people, but they're scared. Here's, as George just said, pick out one person. Pick out one person. Don't talk to a big group. I just talked to somebody the other day. They're like, it gets so much anxiety before I speak. I'm like, don't think about the big group. Think about one person. Find one person, find the next person. That's how you become a good speaker. And then you're passionate about your message. You know it deeply. You know 10 times the amount that you would ever talk about, but then you're so convicted of it and you think about the message. You prepare your mind about why it is you're so passionate about it. You share your why, your ability to articulate your story, but more importantly is you're thinking about your audience, you give them value. You don't speak to 1,000 people or even 50 or 10. You speak to one individual at a time. You pick them out, you speak to them. This is the best way to minimize stage fright and to become a better communicator.